What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to our New York Giants franchise rebuild. We had a tough loss last week against the Dallas Cowboys, losing 24-17. Daniel Jones throws a late pick to Trayvon Diggs. Micah Parsons has a few sacks to Marcus Lawrence. Our offensive line was in shambles, but we are getting Adoree Jackson back, Dexter Lawrence, and both of our starting tackles. Finally. So the team is coming back, but we did lose Blake Martinez, who was our second leading tackler. So that's going to be a big thing. But I think Drake Jackson will be ready. But I told you guys at the start of this franchise rebuild that I wanted to keep things realistic and interesting. And one of those things that I was going to do is that for every 3 losses, we were going to have a random scenario happen to one of our players. And it could be good or it could be bad. But this week we're going up against the Seattle Seahawks, who are 1-6 now. Was a 1-6 record is really not indicative of this team. You got DK Metcalf, you got Tyler Lockett, Bobby Wagner, Jamal Adams, of course, Russell Wilson, Chris Carson. The team is loaded with talent, and we got to be careful. This is a huge trap game for us. I did say that we would do some mock scenarios. So what we're going to do, we're going to randomly choose a number 1 through 99. See if that number is on our team. That will select the player and what will happen. All right, guys, here's the drum roll, please. Please do not let it be any of our good players, because some of these things are very bad. Like, they're retiring. They want to trade. They won't play for the rest of the season. Losing is bad in this franchise, and I'm very scared, to say the least. I didn't want to lose. So let's generate the number 1 through 99. Who's it going to be? And it's going to be number 58. Do we have a 58 on the roster? And I do think that might be Blake Martinez. I'm not sure. All right, so we don't have like a 58. We have a 56 and a 57 and a 54. So that means we got to roll again. And it's 86. I think is that Kadarius Toney? I'm really terrible with the numbers, obviously. And it's Darius Slayton, our leading receiving touchdown guy, 86. All right, so 86. So something's going to happen to Darius Slayton. Now, I have a ton of mock scenarios. I think I have like 70. So we're going to do a random number through 1 through 70, and we're going to choose that scenario. So here's the sheet that I made. You know, you see things like player retires early or player leaves after the second quarter. There are some things like hand bit by 3 rabid coyotes. They miss 1 game. There's all these different reasons for things for players to either get better or worse. We even can change some of the attributes. There's 67 scenarios. So if you have any cool scenarios that you would like to see put in here and maybe get implemented into the franchise, let me know and I will add them here. Just put it down in the comments below. So we've got 1 through 67. Let's change 67. What will happen to Darius Slayton? And he will be number 18. And number 18 is player is in a wreck. So Darius Slayton gets in a wreck and he has to sit out 1 game. All right, so that means Kenny Golladay, Kadarius Toney, Colin Johnson, and our rookie Jalen Tolbert are going to have to hold things down along with Kyle Rudolph. I got Darius Slayton down at 6. Actually, we probably need to move him completely out of there with now we've got 2 tight ends in our wide receiver. And just so you know, for slot receiver, we've got Jalen Tolbert, Colin Johnson, and then I guess we will put Kadarius Toney if things get a little wonky. So we will see our rookie Jalen Tolbert actually get some playing time. So unfortunately, Darius Slayton did have a car wreck. I hope that he's okay. But we got to start our weekly strategy, make sure nobody gets hurt. And we're going to defend the short pass with Russell Wilson, make sure that he doesn't do a lot of scrambling. And I don't think he will. They haven't done it so far this season. And then on defense, it's saying that we need to do the blitz counter. Do they blitz a lot? And blitz touchdowns against them is not that great. We probably need to look at throwing it short. But we can also attack. I think our running's been really good. I want to get to throwing it again. And that's probably not the smart thing to do. Let's start the trading. Make sure nobody's hurt. And we're going to try to take advantage of the 1-6 Seahawks and make sure that nothing bad happens to them. And luckily, we got nobody hurt on defense, which that's huge. But a big thing is in offense. We can't afford any wide receivers hurt. And I don't know what we're going to do. Let's look at wide receivers now. We've got Darius Slayton in. That means we got to put OJ Howard in. See, losing sucks. So without further ado, let's get ready to rumble. So here is Frank Doc with back-to-back weeks at home going up against the Seattle Seahawks without his star receiver, Darius Slayton, who got in a wreck right before the game. Darius Slayton looking to rebound next week. Everything's okay. He just has a few issues that he will deal with, but hopefully we'll be back next week. But today, the New York Giants are going to be without him. But Saquon, Daniel Jones, Kadarius Toney, Drake Jackson, and Kayvon Thibodeau are going to try to get back in the winning track against Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Giants, Seahawks coming up. Giants win the toss. That's 3 weeks in a row for us. Oh, crap. I lagged. Yep, it's going to be a crappy kick, but New York elects to defer. Seahawks are getting the ball first, so we will see Russell Wilson coming out. Russell Wilson and the 1-5 Seahawks, very underwhelming start to their campaign as Russell Wilson, 5 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. That's not Russell Wilson like. There was a lot of rumors this offseason that Russell Wilson was going to get traded, and he put out a list, but he's still here in Seattle with an offensive line that is beaten and banged up, and the same could be said for Daniel Jones in the New York offensive line. But Russell Wilson, first play of the day, going to hand it off to Chris Carson, who picks up about 3 on the play. Chris Carson, probably going to see a lot of that as Seattle saw what Dallas did to New York last week, and a lot of play action and running right up the gut as, oh crap, we had Drake Jackson right there to take down Russell Wilson, and the play action got us. Brings up a 3rd down and 1. Dexter Lawrence still not returning for this game as Hughes Jr. does a swim move and gets right in the face of Russell Wilson. He had a sack last week. Big play there and forces Seattle to punt the ball. There's a flag already on this punt return as it is taken to the 25. Dory Jackson with the return. Oh, he's got a block in the back. A ton of penalties last week for New York that really just hindered a lot of big drives and big plays, and it's already starting out to be the same this week as we see a stacked box for Seattle. It'll be very hard to run against them with Bobby Wagner and Jamal Adams coming downhill, trying to prevent Saquon in this New York offense from getting anything going early on 1st and 2nd downs as ball is on the 18, and we see a player in motion as Daniel Jones throws that completely errant pass to O.J. Howard, who was wide open, and that brings up a 3rd down and 7. Kenny Golladay in the slot. The ball is snapped and is completed. No, O.J. Howard drops it as Daniel Jones trying to get it to him twice in this drive. Oh, nice sack by Hughes, but there's a flag on the play. Might be face mask again. Oh, it's almost intercepted by Blake Martinez, who drops it. So 2 big errors here for New York on defense as they had a sack, but then grab hold of Russell Wilson's face mask, and then Blake Martinez in great position and just misses the interception. And that is complete for another 1st down. That was another thing that New York has been having trouble with, is stopping teams on 3rd down, and that's a prime example. Drake Jackson in coverage, not stuck on the hip of his receiver, and allows Russell Wilson, who's having trouble finding anybody, and there's Dexter Lawrence, who I thought wasn't in the game, but I guess he is back. I guess Hughes was just in for that one play as he gets his 6th sack of the season. 2nd down and 17. Russell Wilson, incomplete pass, trying to dump it off to his slot guy there. Brings up a 3rd down, and we're going to control Kayvon Thibodeau. We're going to see if we can't get him another sack here. And nothing. He's just going to run away with it. As James Bradbury makes the stop, Russell Wilson scrambles enough to get his team in field goal position here. So we'll see if they make it. Ball on the 31. This is a 48-yard field goal attempt by Seattle. And the kick is up. And it is good. 3-0 lead for Seattle here in New York. All right, brings up a 3rd down and 7. As New York is just struggling to get anything going. That's dumped off to Saquon. Ooh, I'm not sure. They're going to give him the 1st down there. 4th down and inches. And Andrew Thomas is not going to return. He has a bruised sternum, so he's out. That means we got to punt it, give the ball right back to Russell Wilson. Oh my, man, he's spun both us and Drake Jackson. Nice spin move by Chris Carson. And now 2nd down and 7, ball on the 37. Russell Wilson, Cordell Patterson there to his left. And it's almost intercepted again by Blake Martinez, man, who's got hands of stone. There was somebody injured on the play. I did not catch it. 3rd down and 7, ball on the 37. Russell Wilson now with Chris Carson's in the backfield and shotgun. And he dumps that off to Chris Carson, who is going to get the 1st down. Yes, they're going to give it to him. Russell Wilson is just not looking like himself. Is this the first time we've got to see him this season? DK Metcalf in motion. Haven't mentioned his name yet today. And that is completed over the middle. Drake Jackson with the tackle. Russell Wilson now 3 of 8 for 25 yards. This brings up a big 3rd down and 4. Ball on the 49. New York trying to stop Russell Wilson and answer back, and another weird incompletion. Russell Wilson definitely not comfortable in the pocket and definitely not on the same page with his receiver there. That forces Dixon's punt here, and that is going to be in the backfield. Ball will start on the 20 for New York. We got to get back to running the ball. I feel like we've kind of gotten away from that. And speaking of which, there we go. Saquon Barkley with a nice 18-yard carry, 4 rushes, 24 yards on the day. He had a touchdown last week, but New York did not really focus on throwing or running the ball as much. It was mainly because they had to play from behind as Saquon cuts back and picks up 2. But that's really the key to stopping New York. You get out in front, you force them to throw the ball more than they would like, and it really puts them in bad situations. As that pass is completed to O.J. Howard, and Daniel Jones only 2 for 4 to start the day. O.J. Howard's first catch, even though he's been targeted 3 times. And this will probably end the 1st quarter as Daniel Jones has to throw it away. All right. Oh, nice kick. Beautiful ball on the 4. Very nice punt. Good job by the special teams. And now we have pinned Russell Wilson in the Seattle Seahawks offense here in a very precarious situation as they're going to look to hand this off, and Chris Carson picks up 2. 3rd down and 4. Can New York get a stop on 3rd down? That's the big question. And no, they can't. Man, Russell Wilson is really targeting, I don't even know who that is. 11? Harris? Deontay Harris. Okay. Been really targeting him a lot early in this game. Nice throw and catch by him. That picks up a 1st down and then some. Ball on the 27 now. 1st down and 10 as they look to run it with Cordell Patterson, who sheds a tackle, but Drake Jackson there to stop him from picking up any more yards. He had a 5-yard pickup on that play. Cordell Patterson had a great season with Atlanta, now here with Seattle. Russell Wilson trying to find somebody, and that's Blake Martinez has had 3 chances at interceptions, and he is just, my Lord, we got to get a middle linebacker that can actually catch something. 3rd down and 5. DK Metcalf in the slot here. Russell Wilson trying to find somebody, and he does. His tight end, Gerald Everett, who will not go down. Again, 3rd down and 1. You know the story. Russell Wilson putting Dante Harris in motion. A little jet sweep, and he won't go down easy. Gerald Everett is hurt on the play, but not before Deontay Harris picks up the 1st down for Seattle. Oh, nice. I thought for sure Russell Wilson was going to take off and scramble with that. But the Giants defense holds finally on 3rd down, and Lambeau out to kick, and his kick is up. And it's no good. It kicks off the upright. We're going to do a little play action. I want to see if we can hit somebody here. I want to, maybe Kadarius Toney or maybe Kadarius Toney. And he overthrows him. Daniel Jones, man. And we dump it down to Saquon, who will pick up the first down. There's the rookie Tolbert with a nice catch. And now Bredeson's hurt. When it rains, it pours. And I think now freaking LeMahieu's in. You know what I said last game about that. I was not going to play him. O.J. Howard! What was that? We pick things up here with 2.5 minutes left in the second quarter. New York holds as Saquon barreling behind Spain there. Picks up 6 yards on the run as Bobby Wagner comes in for, I think, his first tackle of the day. 2-minute warning. And now Frank Donk and this offense is going to have to start moving the ball a little bit more through the air. Halfback draw from Saquon, who picks up 2. And that's a 3rd down and 1. And it's going to bring up, we're going to run a draw again. And hopefully we can pick up the first down, and we do. Saquon barrels forward in his 9th rush for 42 yards. And now let's get this ball going. Let's start moving it. We got about a minute left. And if we can score a touchdown, because we'll also get the ball back as we get that to Tolbert, our rookie. Nice throw and catch on that play there. Gonna do a little play action. We're gonna. What? I'm trying to slide and I throw it, and then you can't. What? I have never seen something like that before in my entire life of playing Madden. And I'm talking about a solid 20 years of me playing Madden. I have never seen, I don't even know what that was. Not only were we were past the line of scrimmage, and I tried to hit X to get down. We throw it. Somehow that was a fumble. And then the defensive tackle breaks every single player on offense, breaks all of their tackles and takes it in for a touchdown. New York with all of their timeouts still remaining. So, I mean, they've got the time to do it if they can just execute for once in their lives, as Daniel Jones throws it to Kadarius Toney. And of course, Bredeson's hurt on the play. How did we not catch that? I gotta say that Daniel Jones stood in the pocket and he just overthrew him just by a yard. So we start the third quarter with Daniel Jones and the New York offense looking to try to get some stuff going here, as that is incomplete once again. And now Charles Cross is hurt. This is a rough season for New York. If we can even get into the playoffs with all these injuries and all these crazy things happening, I would be ecstatic, as that is complete to Kenny Golladay, who didn't touch the ball, I don't think, at all last week. Upper arm fracture, of course. 3rd down and 10. Daniel Jones is trying to make something happen here. Early in this game, or early in the first quarter, and that is intercepted. O.J. Howard taking a little ride on Amadi's back. And Seattle with good field position. The second turnover by Daniel Jones on the day. First interception. Ball on the 40. Seattle looking to try to extend their lead, as Chris Carson barrels forward for a first down. 3rd down and 8. New York defense holding strong. Has only given up 3 points all day and looking to try to prevent Seattle from getting another touchdown, as they little play action here. Russell Wilson trying to find somebody, and he just throws it out in the back of the end zone, and New York holding strong again. And Seattle with already one missed field goal attempt from about this distance. But this time, no, it's good. And they will take a 13-0 lead here in the third quarter. Jesus Christ, man. After a pickup of 10 for Saquon, now another offensive lineman is hurt. We get our 2 tackles back, but our center and both of our guards are out now. I mean, you just can't make this up as New York has just been struck by the injury bug. There's a flag on the play. I'm not sure what that is. Is it holding? Unnecessary roughness. Daniel Jones brings Darius Slayton in motion. Was not touched the ball a lot here. That's fumbled again. Just as he releases it, gets hit from behind. Daniel Jones has no time to throw it. 3rd down and 16. We're going to try to hit O.J. Howard. If he can get by. No, he can't. We've got nobody. We've got nobody. And we fumble it again. Pick that up. Oh, nice sack by Adoree Jackson. 3rd down and 16. New York still defense holding strong. Trying to answer. As that is incomplete. Russell Wilson 7 for 20. Not looking good. And I wonder if Russell Wilson is not hurt. For him to miss wide open passes like that, he's thrown more interceptions than he has touchdowns. As Adoree Jackson takes this off and is running with it, and he gets all the way to the 40. Ball on the 49 after a 1st down by Saquon. Kadarius Toney in motion. Daniel Jones and this offense trying its best to move the ball down the field and score some points, as Kadarius Toney might have actually lost some yardage on the play. And still 2nd down and 10, and this offense is just not clicking anymore. We don't have anybody. Can we get Kadarius Toney to come back? I'm just gonna throw it deep to O.J. Howard. Nice play. Finally something. Ball on the 16. This is about as good as New York has looked all day, maybe in 2 weeks, really, as Saquon pushes forward for a gain of 4. This offensive line is just injury ridden, and it's just hard to get anything going on the ground or through the air. There's no holes. There's no time to throw. This brings up 3rd down and 6, and they're trying to do dink and dunk it routes, but it's still just not that effective against Seattle. It's playing right into their hands as O.J. Howard catches that. But the ball was on 4th and 1, and will Frank Donk in this offense go for it, because they just aren't able to pick up much. And yes, he's saying go for it. So they are. We're going to bring Tolbert in motion. The rookie wide receiver in motion here. Fake handoff to him. Saquon barrels forward, and he gets a touchdown. New York finally answers here. And barring the extra point, this will make it a 7-13 point game here in the 3rd quarter. And all of New York is saying, finally. 3rd down and 1. Can New York make the stop here? Ball on the 34 for Russell Wilson. His split back setup. Kadarius Patterson to his right. Chris Carson to his left. Receiver in motion. They're going to decide to throw with it, and they dump it down to Kadarius Patterson, who breaks a tackle. Drake Jackson in trying to get him, and he does, but not before he gets to the 48, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Carson out to his right again as he decides to run it. He slips a tackle, picks up 5, and that makes this a 3rd down and 2. And like we've seen all day, will Russell Wilson be able to convert another 3rd down? They're going to run it. No, they're going to play action and throw it behind the line. Blake Martinez's tackle is shed by the tight end. Could have been a huge stop by New York. 1st and 10. Russell Wilson. Receiver in motion, handed off to Carsons, and he's not going to pick up much on that play. Maybe 1 yard. DK Metcalf. Finally, his first catch of the day. And that brings up a 3rd and inches. What will happen? I wonder. I would assume that they will pick up the 1st down like they've done countless times before. And they do, to the tight end. Blake Martinez once again can't make a tackle. And Uzama goes out of bounds at the 11. 3rd down and 4. And what will happen, I will let you decide. It'll probably be another 1st down. In motion, trying to find somebody. And Kayvon Thibodeau! 2nd sack in a row, or 1st sack of the day. 3rd sack of the season, and 2nd game with a sack in a row for Kayvon Thibodeau. The kick is up. It is good. Good stop. But they're still down by 9. That is New York. After that Lambeau kick, 7 minutes left in this game, and New York is down by 2 scores. Can Daniel Jones mount a comeback and get the Giants back on a winning track here? As no, that's going to get batted down by Jamal Adams. 2nd down and 10. Play action to Saquon. Oh, man. 3rd down and 19. And, man, this could make things a lot tougher. If they don't pick up something here and we get right when we try to throw it, we get hit. We just don't have enough time. And it's 4th down and 19 and they want us to go for it? Questionable call. I mean, we still have enough time here. I guess if we don't get it, we can stop them from getting nothing but a field goal and nothing changes. It's Kenny Golladay and cover. We got to try to hit Kenny Golladay, I think, here. Oh! Can New York do it? Can we make a stop and prevent Russell Wilson and the offense from picking up a 1st down? And we do, but they might go for it. It's 4th down and 1. They might try to solidify this game here. And yes, that's exactly what they're going to do. Oh, man, this sucks. Will they run it? No, they're going to do it. Oh, we were there. Jesus. Come on, Kadarius, catch that. Oh, we finally got something. 34-yard touchdown by Kadarius Toney, and this makes this. Where was my kick meter at? My kick meter was gone. It doesn't matter. Well, New York falls to the 1-6 Seattle Seahawks. Now they've got 2 wins. Excuse me. Frank Donk is not happy. 2 huge losses, one to the Cowboys, who had only 2 wins, and now one to the Seahawks, who had only 1 win. And things are not looking good for New York and Frank Donk's team. They are not able to get much going on the offensive side of things. We have got to figure out what we can do to get the offense clicking again. And I think a big thing is we got to go back to doing a lot of running. We're 5-4. We still got a lead in the NFC East. That's huge, but we do have 3 new injuries, which is not good. Now, O'Shane Ximides will be coming back next week. We will get Colin Johnson back next week, which really isn't that big of a deal. But our center is out for another 5 weeks. Charles Cross is out for 3 weeks. Quincy Roche is still out for 2. Cam Brown, who's a backup linebacker, is out for 4. So it seems like we get 1 guy back, 2 guys get hurt, or somebody gets hurt in practice, or we have a player get in a car wreck. We need a bye week, and we need one like quick. I don't think we've already had one. I could be wrong, but we're going to go ahead and advance the week. Look at their NFC standings. We're 5-4. Washington is 4-4, and we do have a game, not this week, but next week against them. We got the 6-2 Detroit Lions coming up next week. We did get O'Shane Ximides. We do get Colin Johnson. At least the linebacking core is going to be a little bit better. Defense is starting to pick up. I hope y'all see that. Kayvon Thibodeau's having some sacks. We got Dory Jackson back. We got one of our linebackers back. We're stopping teams. It's our offense that's the problem, but we all knew that. We all knew that going into this season, and we got off to a rough start. We had a few good wins, and now it's starting to rear its ugly head again now that our offensive line is banged up. But I will catch you all on the next one. Hit that like button for me if you haven't already. Peace out.